Hello and welcome to the 2016-17 school year. I'm David Mustonen, Director of Communications for the Dearborn Public Schools, and before we get this school year started, we thought we'd take just a moment to give a little preview to our students, to our parents, to our community about what lies ahead for this school year. And of course, joining me as always, Dr. Maleyko, Superintendent, excited about the start of a new school year.
Absolutely. Thanks, David. Great to be here today. Very excited. I think we've had, I hope everyone out there has had, a great summer, had some time to refresh, spend some time with their family and friends, and we are excited. We are preparing here. We're working now, and we're getting ready for our 20,000 plus students to come, and we are very excited about that first day of school, September 6th, half day, and you will see administration out in the buildings, Board of Education, and we'll be out there supporting, and we're very excited. I look at, there's 2 times a year that are the most exciting for me. One is the start of school year, where you see all the, some anxious faces too sometimes, but also some exciting faces, excitement.
Right.
And then the other time is the graduation at the end of the year. Just the beginning and the end. It's great time. So very excited to be welcoming everyone back to the 16-17 school year.
Great. Well, we had a very busy year last year. We started the CPI process, the continuous process improvement. We got that underway. We had some people meet to develop a new strategic plan. Just a lot of initiatives, a lot of programs taking place, a lot of change of administration as well at the top last year. All positive, all really good momentum moving forward. And now this year, we're going to see that continue on, and I know you want to share with our community and with our parents and with our staff just some of the things that we're going to be looking forward to this school year. So I'm going to let you just go ahead and talk about what's coming up this year.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. So I'll talk into the camera here.
Yeah.
So I think you highlighted a few things for us. So just to let everyone know out there, we're very excited about the strategic plan. It was an intensive process. We plan to present a draft soon to the Board of Education. We had board trustees involved. We had over 60 members of both the staff and community involved, widespread when you look at both parents, community, teachers, non-instructional staff, support, university folks, just community members. It was really a great process. So we're very excited to get that plan approved and to move forward. And I think we've really revamped the strategic plan this year. Again, my leadership philosophy, and I know the one of the board, I'm very appreciative of the board, is we work together, shared leadership. And so we want more people to be involved in the process. You talked about CPI. What is that? Continuous process improvement. What does that mean? It's a partnership we have with the college, but it's a process we go through to try to improve different areas of the district. And the nice thing about that is that we have people in the trenches that will be working on the committees. That is the power of it. We present it before the board, and so now you're going to see some of these plans put into action. So just letting everyone know out there that that's an exciting thing, and multiple topics we'll be looking at. You talk about administration. I do want to talk about that. There was a lot of hiring this year, and high level. This was not the norm, but I think it was a positive domino. I'd say positive because people have moved around for promotions. When I got the superintendency, it triggered different moves within the district. And everybody that has been moved in a position, it's been really positive. We're very excited about the team. Everyone is taking on a positive leadership philosophy. I think we've been innovative with some of the things we're doing, like the social media and the outreach and the blogging. And all the moves have been, as I mentioned, for growth opportunities or for positive aspects to ultimately help our students. And so I think sometimes in the community too, you just wonder, well, why are these administrators moving or whatnot when they're transferred? Well, some of it is for their growth opportunity, and they've put in for a reassignment. And it's an opportunity for them to get a change. I'll tell you right now, I'm superintendent, but although it was hard for me to leave Salina as principal, it was the best thing for my experience when I went to Duval as principal and then to central office. So after so much time, you put in your time, and we want to do that. The reason we want to do that is because we want the best working for Dearborn schools. So as we promote people, as we let them move around and help all of our students. So for me as superintendent, it's not just one school. I worry about all schools schools and all students in the district. So does the Board of Education. So when these decisions are made, they're really done for positive reasons, and there's a lot of thought that goes into it. I do not just sit in the back of an office in a vacuum making these choices. I consult with multiple administrators. I consult with the individuals getting the transfers or the promotions, and of course with the Board of Education. And this year, it happened to be occurring all year for months prior to any of the moves. So again, I look at that as positive and people to be able to grow. I know sometimes it's hard for the community to understand, they really get to know their principal, that grows on them. But I want to let everybody know that we have fantastic principals, we have fantastic teachers, fantastic support staff. So we're very excited. A couple other things just to highlight. We have our new home visit model that's going to occur. We're piloting this at Oakman and Long Elementary, and part of that we want to start. It's led by the DFT. We're very excited about it, and so we will have the teachers involved where they'll actually be going to the homes and visiting with parents and families. We're going to pilot it. If it's successful, it's research-based. We're going to look to expand that model. Another thing we're looking to do is we're looking to expand our preschool model, our preschool program, our Great Start Readiness. We're actually going to house 4 Head Start programs in the district. And then that allows us to move preschool programs into different school-based. We have our Cotter Early Learning Center, but the philosophy we're trying to implement with budget in mind is that we want to have more preschool programs at the local school level. So that I'm very, very excited about some of those moves that are occurring. Another thing you're going to hear about it was in my plan last year, but the special education co-teaching model. We have consultant that's coming in. Those individuals that are parents in the district or students, special education students, we're really vamping that up. I think with the new special ed team, with the new director we have, Mr. Jaeger, with new coordinators that were just approved, we have the makings for a great team that's going to help our students. I'm very, very excited. And in fact, I've taken a direct lead with this co-teaching model because I've had experience as a principal in 2 separate buildings where it's been successful for our students. So that's something else I'm very excited about. And just, one other thing I just want to mention, I'm on the social media. You've helped me with the blogs, and we're going to continue with that. We're going to continue to expand the positive PR. But having said that, you're going to see the visits. Last year, 394 school visits. I keep track. I'm very proud of that, actually. It was busy. It kept me going. I put the message out there on social media, but the students saw me in person as well. And I'm very excited that I was able to do that. I think it's very important. Why am I in the schools? We're in there to provide support. We're in there for school improvement, for accountability. We're in there to walk through classes and see instruction. Sometimes we're just in there to be positive and visit with the students. Sometimes it might be a concert, or it might be a special event or a graduation or a Memorial Day ceremony. And these are multiple reasons that I'm in the school. And not just me, but our central office administration and cabinet been really promoting that. And it's the same thing we want with principals, which we have. We have principals in the classroom. So it's the same, on a same level we're doing on a district. So I'm very proud of that, proud of some of the other programs we have going. Our graduation rates continue to rise. But we're also partnering with the college to provide tuition for students that they can literally get, an associate's degree paid for by Dearborn Schools. 2 years paid for of college to go out that can be transferable by entering a 5-year program. I think it's a great deal for parents and community members there. And we're going to be looking at some other innovation things like one of the things on more of a state level, I'm going to encourage people to go in the teaching profession. It's a noble profession. So if you're interested, and we're going to do some things while we're looking at the possibility of an early college and pre-education, a partnership with Henry Ford, not for this year, but for the 17-18. We are trying to recruit more teachers into the profession. And again, that's not a Dearborn issue, but I can tell you that on a state level, we are starting to see some shortages. And so we are being proactive in our district by getting out there and recruiting potential teachers, because if you don't have an excellent, high-quality teacher, you won't be successful. It really is about the people in the classroom and all the others in the district providing support, the secretaries, the engineers, the principals, everyone. But it does boil down to that teacher. And again, my message to parents is going to be, any decisions or recommendations I have for the board are really about the students in the best interest of the students. I've been consistent with that. I will continue to do so with my hiring decisions, with any other decisions that are made, obviously keeping budget you know, you have to monitor the budget, but any decisions I made are really gonna be for what I feel and my team, because I'm not in a vacuum. I have a great team that we've built together, us. We are going to be there for the students in the community. So I'm very excited to see the parents, very excited too to get the parents in the schools. We're gonna be doing a lot of that, David, and promoting positive customer service. We want the parents in the schools, we want them involved. So you're gonna see a lot of tips and things coming out on social media and things and ways that we're gonna talk about at the Board of Education for how we can support. So again, I said a lot here, but I'm excited. I can't help it. The 16, 17
lot
year
to
is
be
coming.
excited about.
And maybe I went on a little too long with a lot of info, but it is a lot. But I will tell you, I did shorten it. So normally, you know, David, I could go on again. So very excited to have the students, and I look forward to seeing them on the 6th of September.
Great. Well, and it is exciting. It is an exciting time. This is a great district. We've got so much energy here, 20,000 plus students, third largest district in the state of Michigan. With that number comes a lot of yes, it brings a lot of challenges, but it also brings us a lot of resources that we can offer to our students and to our parents that other districts can't, because they just don't have the size to do it. And with that size comes a lot of those extra resources. So that is exciting.
Absolutely.
And so many times in the things that you've mentioned here, a lot of it is about building relationships. And I think that that's another thing that we can be proud of here in Dearborn, is that we really strive to build relationships with our parents, with our students, with our community, among our staff. You talk about a program where the DFT is leading the program, a union leading the program, working with the district. We're not butting heads. Oh, do we agree all the time? No, obviously not. But we work together to solve the problems for the better of the students. That's exciting. That's exciting stuff. I understand why you're excited.
So, and again, you talk about so we really value our employees. Our employees, you know, we're here for the students, but how do we serve them? It's because of the great employees that we have at all levels working in the district. And the fact that we're going to come together with this positive feel of collaboration. Everyone has a seat at the table. The law may say the superintendent and the board can decide, but we don't operate that way. We're inclusive. And we know we have a better district for the fact that we have these relationships and we include people in the process. And I think that strategic plan is just and the CPI are perfect examples of that philosophy in action.
Great.
So, very excited and glad to have you here promoting this positive collaboration too,
You make
David.
my job easy, and this district makes my job easy because there is so much good stuff going on. Now, I know that, knowing you, Glenn, I'm sure there'll be some kind of little summary letter of this posted on your blog coming up here as the school year starts, so people can kind of check into your blog. You can find the link right on our homepage on dearbornschools.org. Our website's going to look a little different as the fall school year kicks off as well, but you'll find your information on there. You can go to your blog where you do a great job of always updating parents and putting this type of information out there. So we look forward to that as well.
Thank you.
Great.
All right, wonderful.
Well, let's start a new school
All
year.
right.
All right,
Okay.
let's do it.